The romance was very pure and very beautiful. Hello, welcome back to another bookish vlog. We will do a lot of reading in today's video. We will daydream, pretend that we are book characters, listen to some music and pretend that we are in the book that we are currently reading. Don't lie, if you are a reader, you do that as well. I think especially us fantasy readers. I mean, I don't only read fantasy. If you're new to my channel, that is a confusing introduction, but fantasy is my number one genre, the number one type of book that I love to read. You can actually see the pillow where my camera is standing at. But yeah, I love reading fantasy and I love listening to music and pretending that I am the book character and that I am living inside a book. If you love to do that as well and you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. If your vibe is reading, romanticizing the small things and living a peaceful life, then we are automatically friends. So I made myself a warm white tea with orange and ginger. It is not a really cold day, but it is kind of chilly in my apartment, so this warm cup of tea feels great. So I came back from my morning job a little while ago and I need to sit down and do some editing for a client in a little while. But before I do, I wanted to start this reading vlog, bookish/reading vlog, because I cannot delay it anymore. I need to talk to you about the books that I'm currently reading because I can't finish them and not talk to you about them. We gotta read them together. So obviously I am doing the tandem read for Powerless and Powerful, and I have been having a great time. I am giggling. I didn't really go into these with really high expectations, but I have been enjoying them so far a lot. I am over 50% in both of the books. I have been wanting to read these books for such a long time. At the start I thought that I would love them, especially Powerless, because Powerful is just the novella. Then I thought that I wouldn't really enjoy them because I had heard a lot of mixed reviews, but now I have to say that I am enjoying them both a lot. Maybe Powerful a little bit more, maybe. I just love Adina's character. This book is about Adina and about this guy named Makoto. They got me giggling too and blushing. They're so cute. There are some parts in these books that feel a bit young because they are obviously YA, but not too young. The writing doesn't feel incredibly childish and super young, which I love. One more thing that I noticed in these books are that there are some things happening that feel like they are too convenient for the plot. You know, when you read a book and you feel like, how did this happen now? It seems super convenient. So I have noticed a couple of these moments, but other than that, I am really enjoying both of these books. I love jumping from one book to the other and see how the plot is just melting together. So we all know that the main characters are Peyton and Kai. I love Peyton, such a body. Kai, the main male character, he's very charming. He's a charming young guy. Am I obsessed with him? No. Will he be part of my book boyfriends list? Don't think so, at least so far. But he's very charming. Love reading about him and Peyton. But I'm also obsessed with Adina and Makoto, like I mentioned before. So enough yapping, I will sit down and do some reading, and then I will have to sit down and do some editing. So welcome to this vlog. Grab a beverage and let's spend a few days together doing bookish things, reading. I'll probably visit at least one cafe. You know that I love doing that. And we will see how the rest of the days will unravel. So, cheers! At the start, I thought that we would have a love triangle, but I have a feeling that that other character, that other person, is going to be a villain. And every time that we have Peyton and that character with her, why am I low-key pissed? And annoyed? I feel like he's going to screw her over. At the beginning I liked him, but now I don't. Alright, there is something that I really need to share with you, especially if you are a fantasy reader. Buckle up, because in 2026 we're gonna have a movie that looks really good. I don't know if you are familiar with, I think it is a group, it is called Clan. I have been listening to their music for years now, and they are releasing a movie in 2026, and they just uploaded the teaser, the trailer. The movie's called The Stolen Child, and if you see the trailer, if you have read Throne of Glass, you cannot tell me that this is not Baby Alien and Baby Adian, and it just feels like it's going to be such a good movie. I will show you a glimpse, but I will also link it down below so you can see the complete trailer. Don't mind me, pretend that you don't see me. Alien and Adian. I mean, come on, you cannot tell me that this is not for the fantasy girlies. This is for us. Just wanted to share because I know that a lot of us enjoy reading fantasy. Alright friends, it is a new day, and I think that today I will be finishing Powerless and Powerful. I have only a tiny bit left in both of the books, so I have only this much left in Powerless and this much left in Powerful. I am definitely enjoying both of these books a lot so far. Also in chapter 34 in Powerless, something crazy was revealed. At least it felt crazy to me. I didn't see that coming. A little plot twist, which I loved. I love when I cannot see the plot twist coming. I'm still unsure about one of the characters. I was talking about that character in my previous clip as well. I was saying that I think that he's going to be a traitor and the bad guy. I think that was what I was saying, but now I am confused. Maybe he's not gonna be the traitor, maybe he's going to be with the good guys. I am so confused about this character. I really do not know how to feel about him. When it comes to Peyton and Kai, our main two characters, the tension is real, but I feel like the constant flirting, the banter, the tension has gotten a bit old. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, but I feel like I'm in kiss already. By now, I think that something should have flourished, maybe, even though they are in the middle of the trials and the whole situation is really hard for them and it is pretty much insane. But that's just the way that I feel. I feel like they have been having almost the same interactions in every single one of their scenes. But I am enjoying both of these books nonetheless. I love these characters, and because I know how this is going to end, they just say some things and they break my heart. I'm like, I see the foreshadowing, but I already know what is going to happen and it's gonna suck. Time to turn on some ambience music, some nice fantasy instrumentals, and finish these books, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts. Okay friends, it is the next morning. I have a good few reading updates. So as you saw, I did end up finishing Powerless and Powerful last night. I knew it. I knew that this ending would bother me. Even though I already knew what was coming, it bothered me a lot. It made me so upset. These characters just deserved better. And when it comes to Powerless, the ending, there were a couple of things that are a bit weird to me personally. I did enjoy the book a lot, both of them, but there were a couple of things in this book, in the ending of this book, that I just thought that maybe they didn't really make sense, or I just didn't like them. I wish things were different, but things cannot always be the way that we want them to be in books, in movies, in real life. But I did love the tandem read a lot. I ended up giving Powerless 4 stars and I gave Powerful 4.5 stars. Obviously we have the star of the show, we have a favorite here. I enjoyed the novella a bit more. I feel like the romance was very pure and very beautiful. I did enjoy the romance here as well, but like I mentioned in a previous clip, I felt like they were constantly flirting and it almost felt like their dialogues, Kai's and Peyton's dialogues, were the same. But we definitely had a good few scenes that I was giggling and kicking my feet. I love Peyton a lot as an FMC. I feel like she has fire in her and she's very powerful and strong. I like Kai as well, but I'm not obsessed. You know, he's not in my book boyfriend list. He didn't make the cut and I don't think that he will, but he's very charming. Then last night, because I wanted to read some more, I started Heir of Broken Fate. It is part of Kindle Unlimited. I have been wanting to read this book for a little while now. I think I firstly saw this book on Book Talk or on YouTube Shorts. I cannot really remember. But apparently, if you love ACOTAR, you will love this book, so I am here for it. I am very much at the beginning of the book. I have only read 40 something pages and I have reached chapter 5. I am on page 43. So far, I am enjoying it. I feel bad for our main character, our FMC. Her name is Delilah and she's a princess and her father is a monster. We hate the father. We hate the king. Her father is obviously the king. He's bad. He's awful. I have already locked eyes with the character that I'm gonna hate throughout the story. Her father. He's abusive. And Delilah seems like such a sweet girl. And I'm glad that she at least has a couple of people in the palace that care for her and that love her, because apparently her mom is, I mean, she's there, she's present, but I think that mentally there is something wrong with her maybe. I haven't understood that yet. Keep in mind, it was very late when I started the book last night. And also, it seems that the fae and mythical creatures like mermaids are extinct. They disappeared, but they don't remember how they disappeared. But there was the scene that our girl here, Delilah, had a dream, and in her dream, I think she saw mermaids and perhaps a fae guy, I think. So that makes me believe that there is some sort of connection between Delilah and faes, or perhaps mythical creatures in general. Also, Delilah loves her people. She tries to save them from her father's dirty, awful hands. And I love how the book says that she's wearing during the night her dark fighting leathers and she's off to save her people. She's just a good princess. You know, of course she's gonna be good. She's the main character, but I already like her. So cannot wait to continue with the book. And the other book that I started this morning, I have only read the prologue of the book, is Half a Soul. This is a book that I have been wanting to read, and I think that lately it has been showing up a lot on booktube. A lot of book girls are reading it and I wanna be part of the hype. I want to know what this is all about. This is Regency meets fantasy. So we will have the dresses, we will have the nice put together language that people used to talk back then. I mean, it's English. I don't think that what I'm saying is making sense, but you know, it's more formal English, which I like reading. We will be following our main girl, Dora, and she was cursed by a fairy, and apparently now she has only half a soul. So she's not feeling her feelings completely. So fear, embarrassment, those feelings are not very strong. They are slightly there, almost there, but not really. So I cannot wait to read more about Dora and about how she's going to live her life with only half a soul. And I'm gonna say it, I just hope that she will have her entire soul back by the end of the book, and she will have met the love of her life, and she will have a perfect, whole, complete life. I just pretty much want a happy ending for Dora, but I don't have much else to say about this book because I have only read 6 pages. I feel like this is going to be a little bit maybe fluffier and lighter, more fairy tale like, and perhaps this is going to be a bit darker, more intense, more fight scenes, which, let's be real, when it comes to fantasy, this is my favorite type of vibe, and maybe more mature romance as well. But I am excited for both of these, and also I just got ready because I will be meeting with one of my friends friends. I am so excited about that. If you watched my February monthly reset routine, you know that one of my goals is to meet up with my friends. And you might think that, girl, you need to set a goal for yourself to meet up with your friends. Can you just meet up with them? I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I am the type of person who spends a lot of time alone, and I also feel like I always have so much stuff to do, even during the weekends, that I do neglect making plans with my friends. I am being honest here, I do neglect doing that, and I want to be better at it this year and to meet up with my friends and make plans with my friends more often. I'm sticking to my goal. I made plans with my good friend. I haven't seen her in, I don't know, months, but today is our day. We're gonna have some coffee. Maybe we will also grab something to eat, and it's going to be a good, fun day. And then I will be back. I will be doing some chores, and I will be sitting down to read my books. You know that I will be thinking about my books. Readers, you know what I'm talking about. When you are excited to read your book and you are not at home reading, you're somewhere out and you're thinking about your book. Happens to me all the time. Sometimes I just feel like I cannot wait to go back home and read my book.
Newly awake, tired and lazy, the cute sounds you make while sipping your coffee. I know there's a world outside, but right now it's you and me. Just you and me, baby. Roll out of bed, I love when you're hazy. Rewatching Friends for the millionth time. Well, I know there's a world outside, but right now it's you and me. Just you and me, baby. Yeah, I did my time, the ups and downs, but now life's been treating me kindly. Because of you, my life's not blue anymore, 'cause you are my baby. Don't go to work, we'll stay here forever. We'll dance around the kitchen, making breakfast together. I know there's a world outside, but right now it's you and me. Just you and me, baby. Yeah, I did my time, the ups and downs, but now life's been treating me kindly. Because of you, my life's not blue anymore, 'cause you are my baby. Love how you sing along.
It is currently raining. I can also hear some thunders. So it is the perfect cozy evening to continue reading my fantasy book. And I am enjoying this book a lot, but I have something to say. I sometimes get attached to characters very quickly, and I should stop doing that. Sometimes a character is very nice from the beginning. I like them already. I want them to have their happy ending. I'm rooting for them. Next chapter, they're killed. They're dead. They're with us no more. And it's so sad and so upsetting. I did it again with this book. There was this character that I liked a lot, and I guess we won't be seeing this character anymore. Anyways, this is my little update for Heir of Broken Fate. I am on page 90 and I am on chapter 10, and so far I feel like the pacing is excellent. I'm not bored at all. There is always something happening. Everything makes sense. The story has a very nice structure, and I can see how ACOTAR fans would enjoy this book as well. such a cold day, so I'm wearing this massive hoodie, which is obviously not mine. It is my partner's. I am so tired, but I am determined to finish reading Heir of Broken Fate tonight. It is about 10 minutes past 6 p.m. It was so busy at work and I just feel so tired, but I am determined to finish this book because I want to give you my final thoughts on it and my rating. Perhaps I'll probably know what my rating is going to be once I'm done with it. I have made quite a lot of progress with this book. I am 80% in it. I am on chapter 40. I am loving the book so far. This is for the ACOTAR girlies. This is just for us. I love Delilah and Knox, our two main characters. They're just giving Rhysand and Feyre, but I love Delilah more than Feyre. I'm gonna say that. I love Delilah more than Feyre. Feyre is just not one of my favorite SJM characters. She's not a bad character, but I'm just not in love with her. We had a ball scene and I'm just hoping that we will have another ball scene, a more spectacular one, either in this book or in the second book of the duology, because the setup of the ball and how they were getting ready, everything was so nice. But then something happened and the ball was cut short. And I just love balls in books, in fantasy books, where they get to dress up and we have the music playing and the couples are dancing. I just love the whole atmosphere. Also, we have met so many more characters now and it's definitely giving inner circle, ACOTAR inner circle, and I love it. And I have a feeling that one of the characters is going to be a traitor. I think that I have seen that in this book we will have a betrayal, and I have a feeling that I have spotted the character who is going to be a traitor. I really hope that I am wrong, because it's going to be so sad if that person is going to betray them, because obviously Delilah has that person close to her as a friend, and I'm just scared that that person is going to betray all of them. We will see if I'm going to be right or not. So we'll just sit here, listen to some fantasy music and try to finish the book. And by the way, I'm not going to finish Half a Soul in this vlog because I have been filming this vlog for quite a few days and I want to close it so I can start another vlog. So we'll probably include Half a Soul in my next vlog. So let's continue reading and I will be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, never mind the character that I thought that was going to be a traitor. They're not. I think we won't have a betrayal in this book. Maybe in the second one? I'm confused. But I really was expecting that that character was going to be a traitor. But no, the character is here, she's crying, she's a good friend, and she's not a traitor. I am 97% into the book. I'm almost done. So let's wrap this up and I will give you my final thoughts. Alright friends, I just finished Heir of Broken Fate. I'm super sleepy and tired, but I want to give you my final thoughts on the book. I really enjoyed it. Like I mentioned plenty of times before, I think that this book is for the ACOTAR girls. I think that if you are an ACOTAR fan, you will enjoy this book. That's what I think. I mean, we can never know if we will love a book or not if we don't give it a chance. I'm really glad that I gave Heir of Broken Fate a chance and I read the book, and I cannot wait to read the second one to see what will happen, and perhaps we will have a betrayal in the second book, because I was so sure that we will have a betrayal in this book, but obviously I remembered something incorrectly. I think that I will give this book 4 stars. I think this is going to be my final rating for Heir of Broken Fate. I love all of our characters. I cannot wait to read more about them in the second book. Perhaps we will have more characters in the second book. I feel like the whole world that the author has created is very nice. It's very beautiful. I liked the writing, loved our characters. We have a lot of other things that need to be revealed, I'm sure, and we have some characters that need to find their doom. They haven't found it yet. I'm waiting for that in the second book. And that would be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this bookish vlog, my friends. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye friends!